Hello and welcome, this is Philip, and say what? We got a new environment, that means new video. And today is going to be a very special video because the other day my 7-year-old nephew comes over and literally this is how it went down, no joke. He comes into my room and says, "Hey Phil, how you doing? I got something you might want to check out." I said, "Okay, what is it? What is it?" And he hands me over these papers, right? He says, "I got some concepts right here for you. You might want to take a look into it." He says, okay. And got his drawing right here. He says, "Okay, that's pretty cool." He goes like, "Yeah, I made some concepts for you. If you ever need ideas, I got you, man. All right, see ya." And then he goes off, right? But before he goes off, I asked him, of course, about the debriefing, right? Because I want to know what the debriefing is. And he explains to me like, you know, it's a lightning themed creature. We got some blue, the color blue in the theme going on here. We got his lightning horns. He got claws, obviously, that has lightning on them as well. Obviously, thunder all around. Lower part of his body is like some lightning, electricity, whirlwind energy kind of thing going on. We got some cool ideas going on here, but it obviously could use some work. That's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So let's do this. So this is going to be my interpretation of the drawing, and the way I interpreted this drawing is it's going to be a lightning elemental, something akin to what you would see in World of Warcraft. And right now I'm just sketching it out. I'm just sketching the idea first, and the gesture and the body of this character. And his body is like some sort of genie kind of body, right? For the bottom part is like this whirlwind kind of thing. And then for the hands, I take a look at my own hands as well, right? Because it's, you know, you have your own life reference right in front of you. And if you have to flip it, then you just flip it, right? Then I get the horns that from the sketch. I get it in there, like these lightning horns. And then the lightning all around, like just get the general feel for it, right? And then we pause it right here because after the sketch is done, if we take a look at the Photoshop file, the sketch is done, like this is really messy, right? Like all these lines, looks like really messy, right? And then but it's just for the idea, right? Just for me. Then we make better line work on top of it. So let's keep going. And that's what we're gonna do here. We're isolated with solid color, and then I paint on top of it, right? So this is gonna be the first stages of the artwork. It's gonna look really messy, like, oh my god, like what am I looking at, right? Like, whoa, I know exactly what I'm doing, but I know for some people it might be like, holy shit, what is this, man? These are the early stages of just figuring out how it's, where I'm going with it, right? And so the idea for this character, right, the darker parts, is like these electrified, whirlwindy kind of energy, material, or essence, whatever you want to call it, right? This darker parts is going to contrast against this intense lighting that's emanating from within. So that's why you're gonna see like this lighting come out of his mouth and his eyes, and also emanating from like these openings from his body, as you can see. So no, I'm not trying to make a zebra. These lines are gonna make sense later on. And also you're gonna see a lot of blue because in the sketch, you know, that's the only color that's been used. And so that's what I'm gonna be using as a theme for this art as well. So it's going to look very monochromatic. For this art, I'm not going to make it like a highly rendered and detailed or hyper-realistic piece, right? This is going to be kind of stylized or cartoony, as you can see already. You can see in his face like this expression like, you know? Like this, for me, it's all about the expressiveness and the personality of the character rather than making something look hyper-realistic, right? Because I'm remaking this like a child drawing in the end of the day, and when I look at these child's drawings, it takes me back when I was a child, you know, and I was drawing like these unfiltered, wacky, crazy ideas, right? And I want to keep it the same feel, like the same fun vibe with it, right? What you can also see is I'm drawing like these outlines around him, around his arms and his face a little bit, and I think that's a cool look. And the idea of it is like this lightning energy is like surrounding him a little bit, and also makes the silhouette and some shapes pop out even more as well. So right now I'm just defining like this this lighting that's coming from within, like that's emanating, really contrast against some shapes, the darker parts of this shape, like really make it look like it's coming from the inside, right? Here further making this outline, you know, I really like that outline effect. I don't know what it is, it just gives a nice touch to it, like a nice, you know, cartoony touch as well. Right here, and just making sure everything is readable, because you don't want to keep it like a mess of like at the beginning it was like a mess, right? And even though it's like the design is not like anything crazy or anything, it's like quite a simplistic, it's kind of simplistic in its design, but still I want to make sure that everything is readable, because you have like these crazy shapes and like this wild shapes, right, going on. And you know, I want to make sure that at a glance, like the first time you look at it, that you know what this character is about, and you know what I'm trying to do with this character, right? So now I'm further defining like the whirlwindy parts, and here I'm creating the background a little bit more, making it more interesting. The idea was like clouds, making with the soft brush first, and then defining it further with the regular brush. The idea is that he's coming out of like the clouds, and then there's like a center where there's like this intense light where he's coming out of. And also he has this forced perspective going on, right, with his hands like and then his body going down a little bit, so the camera angle is also tilted downwards, so you're looking kind of down on him a little bit. So I want to make sure that his part where he's coming towards the camera is darker, and the parts where it's going into the distance, into the lighter area, I'm going to make that lighter as well. So you have that like sense of depth a little bit. It's nothing, I'm not doing anything complicated or like interesting. It's just very simple, but you know, you get a little bit of a sense of depth in there. And then the lighting coming out, and then after that, it's finished. I touched it up a little bit more, some extra lighting just to finish it up. There it is. I just want to make something stylized, just really let the personality and the expression of the drawing come through. You know, just have fun with it, right? Because that's what it's all about. When I look at a child drawing, it really reminds me how we can just have fun with drawing. So yeah, actually we have more drawings here, but let me know what you think of this video. If you like to see more drawings being realized, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. And this is gonna be it, guys. So see ya.